All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to Allah Hakim doing and pushing his word, and all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. And I must say, shalom to the sincere sisters who actually do listen and follow along. Okay? Now, I entitled this one again, This Fool Again. This fucking guy. Mr. Dirty Brown, all right? This guy, as a matter of fact, I have in my folder, okay? Because these are just folders, albums with the iPhone. I have another video stacked up to do on this guy, okay? And it's easy, you just create your folder, give it a name, and like I do, I put what I want to hit up, the important points. I got my notes, just to make these videos edifying, because we don't do these videos like rappers, okay? Put up a whole bunch of content, just say whatever you want just to get a whole bunch of subscribers and all this shit. No, we ain't about that, okay? We're doing this in the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And as a matter of fact, the scriptures tell you in Philippians, that was the last video. Philippians. Wherefore, Philippians 2:12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, okay? And that's what we're doing. We're working on our own salvation with fear and trembling. Though we be in a body, as it tells in Ephesians. Oops, Salakia. What the hell? My eyes is dizzy. It's Ephesians 4:4. There's one body, one spirit, even as ye are called, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, okay, one doctrine, okay. But anyways, let's get into the point of this video here, where this guy was saying that you don't have the Hebrew, it's off, this and that, blah, blah, blah. We're walking in this walk here by something called faith, okay? And these guys act as if they're already in the kingdom, as if they know they're the ones, They're acting as if, yeah, we're those guys, Whatever we say, that's it. And when you read the scriptures, the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, it's not telling you exactly. Those guys aren't even saying nothing of the scriptures, okay? Because, number one, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has to return. Revelation 1:7. Okay, when did that happen? Secondly, we're going to go into Hosea 1, all right? Secondly, in Isaiah, it tells you that no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. You could walk up to one of these people in the day and give them an open-handed slap, okay? Ain't those Palestinians hurting them too, throwing bombs and all types of stuff, as they would say, right? Can't one of them walk into a restaurant, eat a blowfish that was cut wrong, and die? Yes, they can. Can't one of them get in a car and go high speed, get drunk off of wine, and then crash and die? Yes, it's possible. So what they're telling you is not scriptural, okay? So this guy's saying he knows the Hebrew. No, you know Yiddish. You know something that they put together, okay? So anyways, let's get into this. Heritage, okay? This is the main key point thing I want to get here, okay? Heritage, right? And within, you can pause and read it, okay? Condition or state transmitted from ancestors, is 16 from hundreds, whatever, 1620. One thing I want to get into here is the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua said that he's going to make us to discontinue from our heritage, right? And within your heritage also comes language, also comes a way of doing things, language, the way you behave, how you follow your customs, all of that. It's all within, your heritage, right? So now, somebody could say, well, you could keep the heritage, but you could be born in another land and still follow the customs, but the language you might fall away from. Well, I may ask, if I'm not getting 100%, if I'm not getting from somebody who, knows my language, or this is 100%, why would I trust that? I would more so trust the person who knows the language, fully knows, completely knows the heritage, okay? But bottom line, like I said, we're walking in this by faith. And the Lord said that he's going to give us back that pure language, okay? And where can we find what to do? Right here in the scriptures, okay? How to keep Pesach, it's all found in the scriptures. Romans 15:4, these things were written aforetime for our learning. Why? Because there's going to be a point in time in history where the Lord is going to put back that spirit upon us to know who we are, okay? And to continue in our heritage, okay? Zephaniah 3:9 is going to return that language onto us. So regardless of what Doodoo Brown has to say, we don't care. We're following this by faith and belief, okay? So you could stomp your feet 12 ways past Sunday, 12 ways past Friday and Saturday, Shabbat, okay, as you would say, and all that. Where the hell you get Shabbat from Friday to Saturday? Why are you following why are you following a Greekish fashion calendar, okay? The Gregorian calendar. Why are you following that? I thought your God was working with you. I thought you were the people. Well, according to scriptures, the Lord God is going to reveal all those things unto his people. Okay? Joel chapter 2:28, man. So anyways, let's get into this. Dr. Dirty E. Brown, all right? We don't have it, all right? As you would say, right? So we go back into Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. Deuteronomy 64. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. Meaning a time and period, right? Because what did we do? We went off serving these other gods. We went off going into these other lands, serving these other gods, which the Lord said not to. Okay, we're going to get into that real quick. Okay, but key point, the Lord said that what? Even thou shalt discontinue from thy heritage, which I gave thee. So if the Lord gave it to you, can't he remove it? The Lord could beat your ass so bad that you don't even know who the fuck you are. And that's what happened to us, okay? Hey, Roseanne Barr said it best. Prove it. I ain't gonna say what else she said, but she said it best. Roseanne Barr. You know who I'm talking about. Prove it. Okay? And that's the truth. And our shit is documented. The things that happen to us is documented. In so much that they still got skins, artifacts, all of that. Okay? And they're trying to erase it right now. The so-called white man, he's so dirty. He knows that he's dirty. And he's trying to erase all these facts. But these facts are well out there, man. The game is up. The jig is up, nigga. We know who you are. You're the devil that the Bible speaks of. Deuteronomy 28:64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy father have known, even wood and stone. And what? We got scattered here. And the majority of the bulk of the Israelites are here in the northern land. Okay, which the Lord said that he's going to gather them from. All right, the northern country. All right, not over there. We're talking about over here. And the way he proved that too also, going to 2nd Ezra. The whole northern kingdom, except for some, okay, not all of them, except for some. The majority, let me just say it like that, the mass majority of the northern kingdom, they came over here, going to 2nd Ezra, okay? They took counsel amongst themselves, and they followed the route of Solomon, and they came here into another country, into another land when mankind don't dwell. Hasn't been. Okay? And this is all found in the scriptures. That's why the scriptures say, search them, and you shall find these things so, man. And we're finding these things so. Remember, God is not a liar like man is. Man will try to trick you to get advantage or whatever it may be. But God, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is not doing that. Tell you straight what it is. I'm telling you what's going to happen. I told you what happened. I'm telling you right now what's happening. I'm telling you what's going to happen. Okay? Just like your father would do for you. Right? Look, boy, let me show you back in the day what you. Look what happening right now, boy. Hey, let me tell you something, boy. You go down that route, this is what's going to happen to you, boy. He gives you past, he gives you present, and the future. Okay? Just like we're instructed to do. It's called prophecy. Right? Anyways, so Lord scattered us in these other lands because, we didn't want to listen. We wanted to do what the heathens were doing. Okay? And once we were scattered in these lands, it's even worse. Because, look at this. Deuteronomy, Psalms 106:34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahweh commanded them, but were mingled amongst the heathen, and learned their works, and served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and daughters, and their daughters unto devils. This is why the Most High was pissed off with us, okay? Because the Lord said, look, we did not destroy those nations, right? Now, when the Lord said that you're going to go into these lands and occupy these lands, he said, don't do as they do, okay? Deuteronomy 12:29, when Yahweh thy power shall cut off the nations from before thee, right? If he could cut them off, he could cut us off too as well, right? Whither thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their land, take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them. What we read back in Psalms 106, it was a snare unto them, their idols, right? Snare by following them after that they be destroyed before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so I will do likewise. And that's the snare. That's what's going on right now. You're caught in the fowler's net, 2/3 of Jake. Okay? Thinking that these men are the people, or better yet, these dogs are the people of that land. No, they're not. Okay? They're not. Hey, didn't the Lord say that I'm going to remove you and put the worst of the heathen in thy land? Which he did. I think that's in Ezekiel one. I can find it, And they are the worst. They're not ruling right. White steak and all that stuff. G-unit parades up in that land. Are you crazy? When you think about it, sometimes it really gets you pissed. It really gets you heated. But, as long as I've been in this truth now, I'm starting to realize how to exercise those things, Put it into content, put it into a video, okay? Where it can edify the brothers, Take that energy and just, bam, put it into a video. But anyways, going back into this is why the Lord sold, we were sold to these nations, man. You didn't want to follow after Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is all of this right now is showing you how we fell away from that grace, man. We fell away from that goodness, okay? Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6, he was sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved God to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. For he provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to God. For ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Okay, so hey, this is why we got sold. This is why we got scattered. This is why the Lord stripped us of our heritage, because we want to be doing stuff like these other nations, following their gods. Okay, we were supposed to destroy them, right? And you did not destroy them, but you went and mingled. You're scattered and mingled amongst them, and you learned their works, sacrificing unto them. This is why we fell away. Okay, and even before that, at the time of Moses, these people didn't want to listen. Okay, so you know, this is something that, you know, you got to get through your head, doctor, whatever the fuck your name is, and the rest of these people in the world. When were you scattered in large number? And majority of you guys just say you're Jew. That's a derogatory term in a sense, because it's only appointing 3, which is Judah, Benjamin, Levi. What about the rest? What about the northern? Because collectively we're Yasharallah. Okay? Anyways, going back to this. Yeah, let's get the meat on this right now. When was this for y'all? Hosea 1:10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living God, of the living power, and that's us. Okay, because all these people out here, you guys are blacks, you guys are niggers, you guys are this and that, but you guys aren't Israelites, that's for sure. You know, you guys are everything underneath the sun, except for what the scriptures say that we are. And this is why we get so pissed at our people, because here it is, we're telling you who you are, we're giving you back your identity, you know, the sinews, all of that. As it tells you in Micah that they have taken, you know, stripped us bare, right? But now the Lord has put back that sinew, those flesh, according to Ezekiel, right? The dry bones in the valley, I think that's Ezekiel 37. The Lord has returned and put that spirit back on us, man. Okay? So we know our Hebrew, okay? Romans 9:26. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living God. And that's why, you know, right now we're being awoken, because what? The Lord, just like I quoted, Ezekiel 37, right here, you could go read it, right? The Lord is what? And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you. Ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. And that's what we're doing right now. The Lord has filled us with that breath, that spirit, the Rakar. Rakar. Okay? He's filled us with that Rakar Kodash, Spirit Holy. Okay? So, these people out here, they want to claim that they're the people, but when was it said to you that ye are not the people of the Most High? It was always told to us, and the erasing of us and this and that, it was always told to us that we are not, right? Right here, verse 3, Micah 3 and 3. Who also eat the flesh of my people and flail their skin from off them, who break their bones and chop them in pieces as for the pot, and as flesh within the cauldron. And going into the flesh and the sinews, that's putting back on the identity of knowing who you are, okay? And going into the breath, Rakar, the spirit, that's what the Lord said in Joel chapter 2 that he was going to do, okay? So, you know, these people are problematic, man. And once again, we're walking by faith, not by sight, you know? You got many Israelites that look different colors, look like so-called Chinese, this and that. Those are the, you know, the ones who are scattered amongst these different nations and went there and established, and from father to son, father to son, father to son, you know, they may look like different people, but hey, they're scattered in those countries and they're Israelites too, okay? And we never tell you that, oh, black only Israel. That doesn't make no damn sense, okay? 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7, for we walk by faith, not by sight. And that's why a whole bunch of these guys are missing right now, like vocab and all the rest of them, that this is a thing of faith, okay? And we have faith, like I said, that what? The Lord has returned unto us, that pure language, okay? Zephaniah 3 and 9. Zephaniah 3 and 9. For then I will turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of Yahweh to serve him with one consent. And that's what we're doing right here, okay? Not Nate and those guys, because they laugh at the name. They scoff and scorn at the name. Yahweh? I found it. Look, it's on the right. They laugh, they scoff and scorn. But in order to serve him, you got to know him first. And a part of knowing somebody, you got to know their fucking name. You don't know their name. How the hell are you going to serve him? How are you going to worship him? How are you going to bow down to Yahweh Shem Yahushua if you don't know his name? You know? You got to know his name to serve him, man. So the Lord has turned onto us that pure language. What's that pure language? The Lashon Kodash, the Hebrew, the true Hebrew, not Yiddish, which is an amalgamation of things. Okay, not Yiddish. Sorry, sucker, you can't pull that one on us. Okay? And yeah, like I said, where's the Lord going to gather them from? The bulk of the Israelites, like I said, when you go into 2nd Ezra 13, start from the 40th verse over here. The 10 tribes, blah, blah, blah. You go read it yourself if you haven't read it already, okay? I'm trying to make my videos crunch time nowadays. Trying to pack it with as much information and make it as edifying as possible, okay? And I don't need no long-ass video, 6 hours. We don't do that around here. Unless it's a sit-down or some kind of, but Baruch chapter 5 and 5. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high. Now, how's Jerusalem supposed to rise? How's a fucking land plate? It's talking about the people. Jerusalem's a people before a place. Okay? Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east. And, behold, thy Trojan gathered from the west, unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of God. Now, guess what? This word sprang up here first. In this time, it sprang up here first. Okay? Within North America. Within these lands. Right? And it went what? Across the world via the Ethernet. Via the internet. Okay? It went across the world. And that's what we're supposed to do. Go out there and spread this world. The Lord said, go on to the lost sheep. And the lost sheep are picking it up and hearing it. And this is all by faith. This is all by the workings of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Hey, before I even got that, let me go back into something real quick. Faith. What does it tell you about faith? Hebrews 11 and 6. But without faith it's impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And we diligently seek him. Okay? When you go to Hebrews 6 and 10, it tells you also, too, that, God is not unrighteous to forget our work of labor, which we have showed to his name. So, and Sirach chapter 2, look at the generations of old. Did any come to serve the Lord? And the Lord said, get out of here. Like, you know what I mean? In all honesty, truth, and sincerity. No, he kept them. Because they what? Psalms 40 and 11, they feared him. Okay? And he was well pleased with them. Not like some of our people, which, 1 Corinthians chapter 10 talks about right here. Some of them he was not well pleased with. Okay, verse 5. But anyways, let's end this off. This fucking guy again. Anyways, Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 8. But Yahweh liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country. Where's that? Here. And from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. Right now, we're not dwelling on the land. Okay? There's a bunch of prophecies right now that hasn't happened. That's about to happen, like MOTB, Revelation 1 and 7, Jeremiah 30 and 7, Jacob's trouble. We're at the door, we're at the door of that. Great insurrections where men can't even get into a city, where we're food short. All these prophecies are knocking right at the door, man. So these people telling you that they are, it's bullshit. Then they saying that they got the language, bullshit. Okay? What you got is Yiddish. You don't have the true language. I just read in Zephaniah 3 and 9 that the Lord is going to return that pure language. And only those who are walking by faith, those who are actually following the scriptures, those who are actually Israelites by blood, okay, are actually the ones who are going to receive this. Other than that, you fakers, get out of here, man. You 1940 fakers, 48er fakers, get out of here. You're not the people. Is our people amongst you? Some of our people, yes. They're amongst you. Is some of our people amongst Moab? Yes. Okay. Ishmael, Elam, all of them, yes. Our people are scattered. We just read it. Okay. But Yahweh liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. Okay? All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity. And a sincere shalom to the elect, and shalom to the sincere sisters who actually do listen and follow along, and actually do try, who are obedient to their husbands, okay, which is a rare thing in this society. But yeah, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. This is another L for Vocab and his teammates, and Matthew chapter 24 and 13 to you all. I hope you're edified, Lord willing, to the next time. Wa bad babal. Shalom.